Welcome back to Teacher Reacts. I'm Ddog, teacher in my class where I play music videos, and I started reacting to them on my channel. This is Jimin's Like Crazy. Now, if we know me, which if you've never met me before, hi, I have a very history with BTS. That's not the most fun. However, I have been looking at all their solo stuff, which has been very unique. So far, my favorite has been Wildflower by RM. This, however, is Jimin, who is probably, if I had to have a bias in BTS, would be my bias. Now, there was two different music videos, Like Crazy and Set Me Free. Didn't know which one to do. Kind of just picked the newer one by like 6 days. This came out like 4 days ago, I think, called Like Crazy. I don't know anything about it. I know one of them has like a retro feel, but I don't know if it's this one or if it's the Set Me Free. So maybe I'll do the other song. Maybe I'll do this one first and then come back to it if I want to. I don't think I'm going to do both today just because I like having 4 different people on the weekends. So that I've only made the exception like a couple times. So that's pretty much all I got. Let's if you like this video at any point in time, click the like button. Let's have a good time, shall we? Hopefully we have a good time. Would suck if I just hated the song, you know, like other songs I've listened.
I think we could last forever. I'm afraid that everything will disappear. Just trust me.
Ooh.
There's not a bad thing here tonight.
I love how every BTS member has had a different feeling of a song. None of them have sounded similar to each other.
Watch me go, and I took shot bombs at the door. Away, action do, and she has sound.
It's weird. The synths and stuff echoing and whatnot have like an underwater feel. I love that bass though. And you have like that popping like drip drop noise and whatnot. Something we've heard way back when, well, you haven't heard it yet, but in my special video that's coming out for 1,000 subs, I talk about that in the drip drop video. Yeah, it's got like retro synths, I guess is how I would say it. You can hear it in the background, like the little melody that you hear, which is something we've seen like recently a bunch of times. Yeah, this whole thing, this whole Stranger Things sounding ass thing, we'll talk about that on the second listen through. It's definitely like an aesthetic that we've seen multiple times on my channel now. His voice was great. Like, I have nothing to say about it. He stays in kind of the same little area he normally does. It's very relatable. Or relatable? That's not the word. It's very familiar. There's the word. So when he goes into this, there's like this high-pitched chime. You can kind of hear it right now if you turn it up. It's nice. It's like a contrast to the big deep bass that you have on it. It's so weird how we've had like the same musical aesthetic recently with like, there's a pattern that's happening, right? This like retro synth aesthetic.
What's the point?
Very like The Weeknd-esque. That wasn't bad at all. That was neat. Okay, so let's talk about that, right? Because now I have actually something to talk about. If you've never seen me before, we always do a second listen through where I just talk my feelings and stuff. Retro synth aesthetic is something we've seen a lot recently. More recently, we saw it in Keys Killer, and then there's also another one by Icon. I think it's called But You. So there's a few songs, and I bet there's more than that. I just can't name of it off the top of my head. Keys Killer is like the main thing I can think of when it comes to this. If you got rid of the I'm not gonna say generic, but the drum beat that's happening, the percussive beat that's happening, and listen to the keys and everything, it sounds very similar to that. And that's just because that's just the aesthetic of the song, right? It's something that a lot of people have gone into. Look at how big The Weeknd blew up last year. And I think I had the same conversation during Keys' song when we listened to Killer. That is an aesthetic that really it blew up recently. I mean, there's also lots of other things that came by, like Stranger Things got super big, and like that theme, that whole theme is like those little keys and stuff that's happening as well. So I mean, it's fine. I think I still like RM's song better. Now, my guess is that Set Me Free is probably, because it was like had double the amount of views, right? So my guess is it's more reminiscent. That was like the main single. This is the second one. I'm not sure how they do that with all that kind of stuff, because it's all confusing to me. But like, okay, let me pause you for a second. So like instrumental wise, it reminds me of Killer by Key, which is good. It's not bad at all. When it comes to his voice sounds like how he sounds on every BTS song. That's the whole reason why he's my bias, is because I like his voice the most. Is he like pushing any boundaries at all? I mean, he's not belting at all, so there's that. I mean, so like, I mean, but he's not known for like, I mean, no, because Lie by him, he has a really big note on that. There just isn't that much. It's, ow, my hand. It's just very restrained in stuff. I guess that would be the biggest way to call it. It's a very restrained song. Not that it matters that much at all. This is just my opinion before you come at me with the pitchforks and everything. I mean, it has that same aesthetic of dance track that kind of sounds sad, which is very big in American pop music, like in the past 4 or 5 years. So I mean, it would make sense that it's sad. This song is built to sound like a good contemporary pop song, which, I mean, it's not stereotypical. It just has all the trends that is trending currently in pop music. It makes sense like that. At least this particular one. I don't have much else to say besides like, hey, his voice is fine. I mean, it's fine. It's not, it's fine. I don't have anything else to say about that. I mean, I know in the comments, everyone's gonna be like, why do you always hate on BTS? I don't. I've said a lot of good things today. I'm being a nice boy. But sometimes I have preferences. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna end it on. Let's do outro time before, like, you know, the pitchforks and everything and the dislike button just goes to a million pieces. If you like this video at any point in time, click the like button. It makes me feel good about myself. Comment. Should I listen to the other song? Is the other song more upbeat than the song? Does it sound different than the song? Just tell me, do you recommend it? Do you think I'll have a better time with it? Not that I had a bad time here. It was very much that was a song. I agree. And then lastly, subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000. I'd love to hit it at some point. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. Hope you all have a lovely day. And if you're part of the army, please show me mercy, I swear.